Philosophy at my store is to get people active and moving. You don't have to run. Just go for a walk.
Move around.
Just do something. Go for a hike. I mean, hiking's amazing for you. And like, I was involved with the Conservation Foundation, and you know, we have more conservation area in our county than pretty much any county in Illinois.
So not really that crowded ever.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Beyond Business podcast right here on Beyond Business YouTube channel. Coming to some other platforms here pretty soon, actually. Joining me today is someone that he just realized that we've known each other for a while when he walked in the door. But he is a local entrepreneur, and he is current owner and operator of Fleet Feet here in Decatur. Kyle May, thanks for joining me, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
And we used to ride the school bus together.
Yeah, that was what we established, is that our first introduction was riding from Wildwood area to Macon.
Man, I love riding the school bus. Even whenever I had my license, I still liked riding the school bus because then I could do my homework on the school bus.
Fair, yeah. Dude, I think so. My son has, I'm going to put this a little closer to you.
All right, sorry.
So my son has been, we're not Catholic, but we live in Decatur, so he goes to Lourdes.
Yeah.
His mom and I had been split since he was 2, but that's what she chose or whatever. So he has never experienced a school bus.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is it crazy that some of my best school memories are school bus, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I went to Argenta first, and then I came there, so we always had a little bit longer of a ride. You know what I mean? It was a 15-minute ride.
I don't know if very many of my kids have done the bus thing because we go to Unity.
Right. So, yeah, they'll
Maybe
take a bus to a game or something. Yeah, exactly. But it kind of trips me out. So there was he plays baseball, and he's at St. T now. And freshman year, first time riding the bus anywhere was to a game or something like that. Well, afterwards, it's like, are you coming? And he's like, can I ride? I'm like, yeah, I get it, dude. He goes, I think we're going to stop somewhere. I'm like, yeah, you are. You're definitely going to McDonald's, dude. Go get it. But yeah, it is just like, oh yeah, we got to.
So that was a couple of years. It wasn't that long ago, was it, that we did that?
Golly, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. So after you graduated in like 94?
93.
93.
Yeah, second to last Ironman class.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
You weren't part of this voting that we did. Huh? You were gone for it.
I was out.
Yeah. I might be completely off here. I did no homework other than, none. I did none.
Perfect.
So,
me either.
Okay, good. So, did you go to the military?
No.
You didn't?
My sister did. She was in the Army.
Okay.
She was a year after you.
Yeah, but I don't know why I felt like we got out of you got out of high school, and for some reason I thought your path was going to the military.
No, I started racing my bike in high school, and that's like the path that I went down and got it.
Did you go to college?
I went to Richland for like 5 years and never quite finished.
Okay. Yeah. Van Wilder. So you said racing your bike. Let's elaborate. What are you talking about? Not a motorcycle.
Yeah, like Tour de France type cycling, like skinny tires, riding fast, criteriums, road races, that type of stuff.
What got you into that? Or how do you land there?
I was thinking about that on the way here. So I grew up in South Shores area, and the last day of school, we would go get our report cards, and that's the only thing that you would go to school for is get your report card. Well, a group of us would ride our bikes down there from South Shores in 7th grade or something like that, and it's like 9 miles,
right.
Which is like
that's a haul
forever.
Yeah,
in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was really cool. So I think I thought that would be pretty neat, and I asked my parents for a bike for Christmas, and I got an okay one, and then 8th grade graduation, they got me a little bit nicer one, and I got hooked up with the club and started racing bikes and as a freshman.
All through high school you were doing
Yeah, I'm going to school in Macon, and I'm shaving my legs and doing bike races on the weekends.
Right. Okay. Well, no, it's just cool. I just think because I remember someone that we referenced earlier that lived on the same road as you, Joe Jackson. He was like a skeet shooter with his grandpa.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, like on the front of a magazine.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait, what? Yeah, wait, what? There's other things to do other than what we have to do?
Than typical ball sports and things like that?
Know what I'm saying? But no, that's interesting. So what did it turn into? I mean, how there's not too many ways you can turn that into a living other than how you did it, right? Unless you're just badass winning money or something. I don't know how that works.
That is one way. That's pretty rare.
Right, I would guess. It's pro. I mean, there's
yeah.
a lot of cyclists in the world.
Yeah. So I raced a little bit. I did okay. I went to a camp and I actually got selected to go to the Olympic Training Center as an athlete.
Okay.
And I was like way out of my league there.
Okay.
There were people that were really, really good, but I tested well, so I got to go.
Okay.
And I got.
Oh, you knew when you went, you're like, well, I won't be going past this.
Oh, yeah. No, it's like.
Let me take some selfies because I'm only going to be here once.
On one of the first days, they took us to a tumbling class so you can learn how to wreck and roll right, so you don't put your hands out if you wreck and stuff like that. So I wrecked the second day and rolled in the ditch.
Good thing you learned that first day, huh?
I thought that would give me some extra credit, but they did not think that was very cool.
I was practicing.
But I got to know some of the people that were on the coaching staff. And next year, a friend of mine here in town, he wanted to go to a camp in Ohio, and I had aged out for it. And he was 16 or 15 at the time, and his parents weren't able to take the week off or something like that. So I asked if I could like take him to the camp in Ohio, and I'll help out at the camp. So it's a group of coaches from Chicago area that put this regional cycling camp on.
Yeah.
So I went there and helped out, and they liked my work ethic, and I did everything they asked, and I got I did pretty well helping them. So they invited me to start doing more stuff. So I got involved in the coaching side of things.
Okay.
But
when you were young,
I was 18 whenever I started doing that, and at the same time, I liked cycling so much I started working at a bicycle shop in high school. So I'm working at a bike shop and doing some coaching stuff. I'm still racing my bike. I'm like, this is freaking amazing.
oh, everything that you want.
Yeah.
It's all bike related.
Traveling a little bit. Went out to Colorado several times for different events, the Olympic Training Center. And then, I did that for a while and met some great people that were great mentors of mine whenever I was pretty young, and got to do some really cool stuff.
Did you still cycle?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, this isn't like something you used to do, is what I'm saying. You never stopped, right?
No, I just did a workout a couple hours ago on the trainer. So
Right.
yeah,
okay.
I'm still
So
riding
what's
quite a
the coolest location that a bike
That's a good question.
has taken you? I mean, I know you get opportunities. It's sometimes you can bite, sometimes you can't because of life or whatever. But
I've not been to as many exotic places as some people
sure,
have traveled.
fuck, I don't know what anything. Yeah.
I mean, I think, I rode out in Colorado. Some was pretty cool. We used to do these training camps in Arizona.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat. I've done a bunch of races recently, like in Missouri and Northern Illinois and stuff like that. Like that area is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, to get around the country, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Lake of the Ozarks, we did some vacations down there, and there was some amazing. I gotten into gravel riding, so you ride like a road bike with curved down bars with a little fatter tire.
Yeah.
And you go try to ride the
More
gravel.
crashing. Seems like it would be
It's
way
not too
easier
bad.
to crash.
Yeah. You tend to take it easier because you know that you're sliding some. So
Right.
like you don't
So
push it like corners on.
I mean, in a
road
race,
bike.
what are we how many people are in a race?
Like back in the day, whenever I was racing.
You don't race now?
Well, it's
Or
gone,
you're like riding and racing is different?
it's gone through phases. Like whenever I was in cycling racing back
It was competitive.
in the 90s, it was super popular. Like, Greg LeMond had won the Tour. Lance Armstrong was racing. I mean, there'd be 100 people in my criteriums that I'd be racing in. So,
Oh, so you're not going to win.
at my category, yeah.
Oh, so there's
There's different category
Okay.
levels. There's like the Pro 1-2 guys. There's
Okay.
Cat 3s, which is kind of where I raced at quite a bit. And then there's other categories.
Okay.
So I did that quite a bit. Now I'm doing gravel stuff, so that'll be, I don't know, 40 some people.
But
and
same
50
idea,
people.
there's different classes within that.
Yeah, but I'm riding fast enough. I'm in the overall. going
Okay.
for-
You're trying to get it.
yeah. But there's some fast dudes our age around still. So
So is this a sport where were you better when you were younger? Other than just being more competitive, are you like, no, it's not like that. I'm as good as I ever was because I'm smarter now, or you know what I'm saying? Some sports.
that's a good question. No, I've slowed down a little bit. I was probably pretty. I think like mid 40s is where it starts slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a long time I mean, 2019 I was still going pretty quick, and did some other dumb stuff that year. And
I mean, is it a really expensive hobby, or do you get like sponsors and shit like that and actually end up
It's
making a
expensive.
couple bucks? Yeah.
no,
it's
there's no money in it.
right. I didn't know if you got something for putting, you're like, yeah, we're Fleet Feet on my shirt because it's my store.
That's why I started working at bike shops, because I started racing and realized how expensive it was. But if I worked at a bike shop, I could get a discount.
You're like, I need that 10%, 15%.
So I just kept rolling with that, and I started my own bike shop.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, tell me. So when you were young, you worked at the Decatur Bicycle Shop. Is that where it was?
Yes.
Okay. I remember back in the day that was the spot. Whenever
then
we used to have like little trick bikes and shit.
Yeah.
I used to love.
I was involved in that, and I think they fired me, or I might have quit, and I went and worked at a Thomas Bicycle Center, another bike shop in town.
Okay.
And I think they fired me, and then I went back and worked at Decatur Bike Shop. I might have gone back and forth a couple times. I'm not a very good employee.
Right. Fair.
And then, so I worked at Decatur Bike Shop for about 5 years and managed it. And then I offered to buy it. I didn't have any money, but I had a good banker, and who's still a great friend of mine. And then I decided that didn't go through, so I decided to start my own bike shop. So I did that out in the old Ralph's Pub over by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in 2002.
Okay. So you were just going, I was in a position to where I knew what I was doing enough that I was trying to have my own store anyway. So the know-how, at least in your mind, was there to.
Yeah, I learned a lot. I mean, I worked in bike shops in town for 10 years, bouncing around, and learned how to do things and how to not do things.
Sure. Well, and bikes have never been not a big thing, right? I mean, there's always a.
Yeah. I mean, Lego makes sets that has bike shops on the main street, So
Right.
it's there's usually one in every town. So
Yeah.
it's getting less and less now. But
Do you deal with electric? Did you deal with electric
It
bikes,
was
or were you in there when the
just-
trend was happening?
I was right at the edge of it.
Okay.
So it was starting to get more popular and made sense why somebody might want a pedal assist electric bike. So that's one where you actually have to pedal, and
Yeah.
it'll match it up
Yeah.
to like 300% or something like that, as opposed to a throttle.
Oh yeah, I mean it's letting people take 10-mile bike rides that would never in their fucking life take a 10-mile
Yes,
bike.
it would let people go for rides with their spouses, and they could keep
Yes,
up.
yes.
And I mean, it made perfect sense.
Right.
So it started getting popular. So I did the bike shop thing, and it went pretty well. Retail's tough. Super high end retail like that is interesting. But I always did it with
Because they're performance bikes. I mean, you can't go there instead of Walmart. You're not getting $100 bike at your shop, right? I mean,
even like whenever I started, they started at $400 or something like that.
I mean, because yours are not for toys. They're right.
They're nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're for a machine or whatever.
And then racing bikes were like, I mean, 3, 5, 10 grand pretty easily.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
I think right now, like 10 to
Again, though, it's something that if
$15,000
you
for
are
a
the
nice
guy who's going to invest in one, unless you're really knowledgeable, it is like, I need to go see this.
Yeah,
you know,
wanna
to
get
order
fit,
something like
you
that
wanna
is
make
crazy.
sure everything
Right,
works
right.
okay. Yeah.
So you got out in what year?
So, 2020, I sold the store.
Okay, and the store currently is closed.
It closed. The person I sold it to closed about a
So
year ago.
was it because the owner was relocating, or because it just couldn't keep it afloat? Was it a tough? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, the bike industry is pretty awful.
Oh, just so you feel like if you were in that situation, you probably also would have had to close, or
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get you to knock the guy, but it was like, was it poor operation, or was it just?
I think the industry is just
Tough.
pretty brutal. Yeah. I mean, if you look into it, there's stores closing all over the place right now.
Right.
If we go back, okay, so I started the bike shop. I did it for a while. I got involved in this profitability project through the National Bicycle Dealers Association, which is kind of like 20 group in the car industry, or other like business groups where there's 10 to 15 owners or managers of the stores get together, and they share P&L statements and share best practices and share ideas. It's unbelievable. I didn't finish college, so that was my super high level education.
That's the best way to learn from other people in your industry at that.
Yes.
I mean, that's beautiful.
And what's crazy back then is I'm in this business group with stores in Boston, Dallas, Texas, California, Hawaii, and
Right.
we were all following the same trends. Like road bikes were doing really well, triathlon bikes, and then they started like dropping off.
And it was consistent everywhere.
Everywhere. It was not just Decatur.
Right.
So that was a little concerning. So early on, I realized I needed to try to do something else. So I was pretty lucky. Whenever I started the store, I started in the old Ralph's Pub over by Lockstock. Greg Meisenhelter ended up buying the building, and I
Okay.
got to know him pretty well.
Yeah.
I knew his name. Our parents played bunco together back
Fair.
whenever.
Hey, everybody, I want to take a quick second to let you know that the Beyond Business Studio swag store is officially open. Click the link in the description or scan this QR code to get your apparel game on point and rep Beyond Business. We got hats, hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops, and everything else. Several logos to choose from. Scan and customize yours today. I also want to shout out the partners who help make Beyond Business possible. First up is Dubby Energy Drink. If you're grinding, creating, training, or just need clean energy without the crash, Dubby is my go-to. No sugar, no spikes, no nonsense. Just focus, endurance, and clarity. Head over to dubby.gg and use code BeyondBiz at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's BeyondBiz. Support the show and fuel the hustle at the same time. Oakwood Screen Printing. These gals are the real deal when it comes to custom apparel. Direct to film, silk screening, embroidering, heat transferring, you name it, they do it. And they don't just put it on clothing, they put it on anything. Whether you're in need of a small custom run or a massive order, Oakwood Screen Printing handles it all. Fast, professional, and top tier quality. If you've got a brand, a business, a team, or an idea, they'll bring it to life. Check them out at oakwoodscreenprinting.com. And finally, Midwest Lightning Rods, protecting homes, businesses, and critical infrastructures from lightning strikes across the Midwest. This isn't just another contractor. This is decades of experience, code-compliant systems, and real protection where it matters most. When lightning strikes, preparation makes the difference. Learn about how you can become part of the community that's been protected by MLR at lightningstrikes-weprotect.com. As always, when you support these companies, you're supporting Beyond Business. If you haven't done it yet, I urge you to hit that subscribe button right below this post and follow the Beyond Business page on all your social media platforms that you follow. Now, let's dive back into it.
Yeah,
We were
I graduated
kids.
with Greg. Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. But so what year, what year did you start the store?
2002.
Oh, so you had that sucker rolling for 18 years. That's a long time.
No, I did it for a while. But in 2011, I realized I outgrew where I was and I wanted more room. And there was a little skateboard shop next to me that closed. So I talked to Greg about expanding into it. And he's like, man, there's this warehouse around the corner. I could buy it and you could rent it for me. And I'm like, well, I won't make any, I can't retire if I keep renting my building. So it
Right.
makes sense if I could pull it off to buy the building. Will you let me out of my lease and go over there? He's like, yeah, I want you in the area. So if you want to buy the building, I'll let you move over there. So I bought the building in 2011.
The one that you're in.
The one that I'm in. And
Did you completely redo it? Because it looks
Oh,
really,
yeah.
I was like, it looks really nice to
it was
be just an
it was
empty warehouse.
Eichenauer's warehouse. It was completely open and no.
Oh.
Yeah. It was,
So you did everything. It was just the
yeah,
space. You got the space.
It had a bathroom.
There you go.
So
Yeah. We had some water.
yeah, we did that. And then I had the largest bike shop that anybody should have. It was like 7,000 square foot. It was way, way more than what I needed.
And was it like huge display, like looked badass, or was it like, no, it was a bunch of empty space?
No, it looked okay. Well, the problem was I filled it up. And then I had too much inventory.
For
But
sure.
Anyway, that's a.
Yeah. Why not?
But then I started getting into the triathlon in, I don't know, 2000, early 2010s. And that started becoming more and more popular. We actually helped put on a triathlon here in town, the Rodney Miller Triathlon, for several years. And that started getting pretty big. And I started selling Hoka shoes at my bike shop. And like whenever they first came out, nobody had heard of them. They were
Right.
like super high cushion,
Yep.
funky shoes. But the triathlon people were into it. So I started thinking, man, maybe I should do a run store thing because we don't have one in town. In the profit group that I was in, or what did they call that one? The P2 profitability. Anyway, I'm in another one now that's the Profit Group. And
Okay.
that one was the P2 group.
Okay.
So I was in that. And one of our first meetings was a guy's bike shop that had a Fleet Feet next to it up in Schererville, Indiana. So I go to visit the store, the bike shop, and I head straight to the run store. I'm like, all right, tell me everything you can't. What's the deal? I got fit for shoes. I'm like, this is awesome. So I sat next to him at the meeting the next day, and he's like, dude, you got to quit working at the bike shop. You got to do this. It's a pain in the butt. Like, you don't want to do it. So I get a little discouraged. Meanwhile, I'm still selling Hokas at the bike shop. This is 2013. And then they come down to my store at the end of 2013 to do a visit because we were visiting two stores a year in our group and give critiques and stuff like that. So they come to my store and they Dave is the guy that had the Fleet Feet, and he's like, dude, this side would be perfect. Put the Fleet Feet in here. Move the bike shop over here. I'm like, wait a second. You told me. It's like, I've seen your operation. I've got to know you. I think you can make it work. This will be good. And then the guy that ran our P2 group vetted franchisees for Fleet Feet. And he used to live in town and work at Backrax Corporation and was a customer at my bike shop.
Wow.
Yeah. So they start texting people at Fleet Feet, and I get a call, and they're like, who are you? How do you know these people? And like, we need to do something. So we opened in 2014. We opened Fleet Feet.
Oh, so they were both yours for
I
a
had
period.
them both at the same time. Yeah. So I had the bike shop going on one side. I had Fleet Feet going on the other. And
was getting rid of the bike shop because you seen the trend coming, or you just needed to put more time into Fleet Feet, or what was the scoop there?
I
or
think
just time to get out of it?
I knew that I needed a building to set myself up for retirement.
Sure.
And I knew that that the bike industry was not crushing it, and
Right.
I needed to diversify a little bit.
Sure.
And there was an opportunity. We didn't have a run store in town, and
Yeah.
that category was pretty strong. And yeah, so I think the plan was to eventually phase down the bike shop and just do the run.
So
store.
how does Fleet Feet? How's it going?
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doing what you wanted it to do, or better?
it's pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. I feel like the bike shop was a job, and this is a business.
Fair.
So
Okay. Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. You're going. If I'm not at the bike shop, it's going to close because can't afford. If you involve other people, then you involve more payroll, and that means you have to make more money.
It's the nuances at the bike shop. Like, you had to know this just random weird. It would be like knowing what shoelace that.
Because the people
first
paying
generation
10
of this shoe
grand,
takes.
they care about everything.
Yeah, and that's the way the industry was set up. It's just very nuanced.
Yeah. Anyway, what have you got here? You
Schwind-
sell what all do you sell?
So that's Hoka. So
Yeah.
that's the brand that I started carrying at the bike shop. That was really funky looking, and the triathletes went after it. So super high cushion level on it.
And so that's what you sell is running shoes.
Yeah, these are So
Is that what it
I
specializes
call
in?
myself a running store, but it's like 20% running.
Okay, fair.
Most people are comfort seekers. They want something comfortable for work. They want something just comfortable standing all day. We have medical recommendations all the time for people with plantar fasciitis, for all kinds of foot issues. We sell a bunch of inserts.
Yeah.
So
So you had to become a foot professional specialist, something.
it's just like, transferring from what I did in bikes and fitting people and making people comfortable, it's just this.
You're
just
like, I
a
have to
little
know
bit
way
different.
less.
Yeah, you do. And we have really cool tools. We have a 3D scanner that you stand on, and it spits out
Tells you.
all kinds of data about your foot, your shape, your arch height, your heel width, the width of your foot. It recommends shoes off of it too.
So are you online store too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Fleet Feet's a franchise. Whenever I opened, there were 120 in the country. So we opened in 2014. So there's 290 now. So there's been quite a bit of growth in the
Isn't
last
it
couple
crazy
years.
that when I saw one my sister lives over in Indianapolis area, one of the little towns outside of there, and I seen a Fleet Feet when I was over in the area for something.
Yep.
And in my mind, I didn't know it was a franchise.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, Kyle got another one.
It's a cool franchise though, because they let you really do what you want to do. Like
Right.
You can carry different brands, you can do different
Okay.
things. So it's not quite as franchisee as like a restaurant or something.
Sure.
Like that.
Well, and so there's, I think it
So
goes
Fleet Feet's outside of Indianapolis. Was it Carmel or
Carmel.
Yeah.
Yep.
So those used to be Jackrabbit Sports, and that was like a 50-store chain of stores.
Okay.
And they were mostly in the Northeast and New York and stuff. Fleet Feet actually bought those a few years ago and converted all 50 of them into Fleet Feets. So they're corporate-owned Fleet Feets.
Gotcha.
And then there are independently owned Fleet Feets, like mine.
Right. Well, I've talked to a few people that I've met on this podcast that are people who have franchised their businesses.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know. I think for a while, again, maybe it's just my, I didn't know any better, but you almost look down on it at first by going, I get to a franchise, blah, blah, blah. No, the real story is if you have someone who already put a playbook together, it's pretty freaking helpful compared to
Yes.
going, let me take a stab. I mean,
we roll back to the bike shop thing. I'm an independent bicycle dealer, and I am independent. I do things like I like to do, and I'm not a very good employee. So
you just know what you learned along the way, right?
I just had my own ideas on
Yeah.
things, good or bad.
Yeah.
I got frustrated with people. So whenever I looked at the Fleet Feet model, I was initially put off by doing the franchise thing. Because of being independent and wanting to do my thing, but I realized that I knew a little bit about footwear, but I didn't have a very good fit process, and I didn't have some of the tools. I didn't know how to do it.
Right.
And I was busy at the bike shop, so I didn't have time to develop those things either. So doing the Fleet Feet model worked great for my situation because
Right.
I was able to work at the bike shop. My friend lied to me. I did not have to quit the bike shop. I was able to open Fleet Feet, hire a manager out of the gate, a strong
Right.
team to work for me, and we got the store going. And I still did the bike shop thing, and
Right.
which is good because some people, you start a business and they know that you're the face of the business, and they want to come in and ask for you and only want to deal with you.
Right.
But whenever I wasn't at the run store all the time, they learned to deal with my other staff who's
Perfect.
more than capable of helping people.
Right.
So it ended up being good.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. I mean, that's
So you following along?
even if the bike shop now close. I mean, to me, 18 years and then you sell that's successful for sure.
So the bike
I
industry.
mean, you didn't have to flip burgers on the side to pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? So that means it
got
succeeded.
close at times.
I feel that.
It's not easy.
I feel that.
Yeah. I mean, business is tough. Retail's
I
a
can't
different
imagine.
level.
Yeah, because it's it's not even, it's like just finding that perfect match of people so regularly that are into something that's really
And niche retail
niche
and
retail.
high-end retail.
Yeah, high-end niche retail in a community of 70,000 people.
That's not growing.
Right. That's
So-
shrinking, actually. Yeah.
To
Well, you
make
did
that work,
Mm-hmm.
I was very events driven. I like to put on events for people to use the product that they bought from me. So real early on in the world of I even did it whenever I was working at other places. We put on group rides. We put on weekly time trial series. We put on some events and stuff like that. So I realized real early on, you got to give people an outlet to use the stuff that they bought from you. So
Right.
I did that.
So
out of the
you
gate.
still are pretty big on doing different kinds of events, right?
We are. Yeah.
And whenever I say that, I don't even know what I mean.
well, you nailed it though.
But what kind of events are they? Are they marathons? Are they?
No, just fun runs and stuff. We just did one a couple weeks ago on Valentine's Day to show your love for the Milliken track team.
Okay.
So we went for a little run, and I made pancakes afterwards and things like that.
And is it like for some? Like, is it?
Some are,
Does it cost? And are you raising money for something?
some. There's different ones. That one we just had like a donation bin.
Sure.
We are doing one at the end of March for a brew run. We're just going to run down to where we are in the West End by Milliken. We're going to run down to Decatur Brew Works.
Yeah.
Hydrate and go back to the store.
There you go.
So we
Yeah.
do some fun stuff like that. I put on a Santa run at Christmas time. We lead the Decatur Christmas parade. Everybody gets a Santa
yeah.
suit.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of fun. We did weekly runs from the store. We do the big run, which is Global Running Day in June, and the city's cool. They let us close down part of Oakland, and then we hop on the path and we do a free 5K that's timed and have a post-run party in the parking lot. So yes, just
that's
things
cool.
like that. Yeah. So
Well, just stuff you come up with.
I
is that
steal
kind of it?
ideas from everybody.
Sure. No, I mean, yeah. It's how it works.
Like there were a couple Fleet Feets that started this big run and wanted to do it on Global Running Day. And we all of us, like a ton of Fleet Feets do it around the country now. And so now they have a whole playbook of how to put an event together and do your
Are
own
you a
5K.
runner too?
I've been known to dabble in that. I got into triathlon for a while, so I did those. And
So
you got to run at the end. So yeah, I had to
You
run.
literally have like lived your passion. You've like done that your whole life, huh?
Yeah,
Good for you.
Yep.
That's not popular, and people want to.
I've been pretty lucky.
You know what I'm saying? Is people would love to, but
Yeah, no, I
not saying that it was easy, but to still go, hey, even if it sucks, I don't hate it. I mean, there's some people that it sucks and they fucking hate going to work.
I really enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
You
created it.
The bike shop thing got frustrating. COVID was so I knew things were changing and the run store was doing okay, and I knew the bike industry was getting interesting to make money in. The margins were getting bad. There's direct to consumer stuff. You could buy stuff cheaper on Amazon that I could buy it from my distributor. I mean, it's very frustrating.
I was going to be one of my next questions was how do you compete with someone who
That one was tough.
selling
Yes.
it cheaper than you can buy it? Yeah.
So in February of 2020, if you remember, things were still fairly normal.
Yep.
You heard about COVID overseas and
Yep.
stuff like that. I had converted my building and I moved the run store that was on the 2,000 square foot side. I moved it over in front of the bike shop, which had a 4,000 square foot footprint, and I shrunk the bike shop in the back. And then I was just going to wind things down at the bike shop and do appointment only, help friends, and then rent out the other side and just focus on the run store. And then COVID hit, and I had the bike shop was considered essential, so we were open and appointment only, and it was bonkers. I sold everything that I could get my hands on in the store. The industry ran out of everything that they could bring in. In the meantime,
so you're like, hell yeah.
yeah, but we messed it up because like the years before that we were trending down,
Yeah.
so there was not a lot of inventory to pick from. But yeah, I was like, hell yeah, because at the alternative, the run store was closed. So,
Yeah, you're nothing. That's just sitting there. Yeah, yeah.
So, dude,
So are
between
you able to sell the product through the other door? You know what I mean? Are you able to sell shoes, or is it like it doesn't really
looking
work like
back
that?
on it, yeah, I probably could have, but
Right.
like,
Yeah, right.
I mean, I got PPP loans and stuff, and you didn't know if they were checking on that stuff or
Right.
what.
Yeah, looking back, you're going, man, nobody gave a shit about it.
I could have argued that being active and being outside and wearing comfortable shoes was essential too, but like, I mean, nobody knew what the hell's going on.
Right.
So it was a wild time.
Yeah, it was.
But I was lucky that the bike shop could stay open, and that was open appointment only. And I did half-hour windows, and we were booked months straight. It was insane. And I couldn't get stuff. I'd get phone calls all the time. Somebody looking for a bike. Yeah, I can't get one. I don't know when they're on order. Yes, I've tried ordering them. Yes, I'm aware.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're literally
No,
like, if I can get something, it's gone.
I would get 10 or 12 calls a day, people looking for bikes. It was insane. So that broke me a little bit because like you couldn't.
You're like, money
produce-
flying out the door right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that sucks.
And then that was rough. But I had a guy working for me, and I told him like what the plan was. I was going to wind down the store and just close. And he's like, I hate to see the bike shop close. I'm like, you want to buy it? Like,
Right. Was he a young guy?
yeah, it was like just a little younger than me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
So maybe then, was there maybe a dude who went to Milliken that worked there?
yeah,
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baseball player?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw him today. Actually, he came in the
Yeah,
store.
yeah. I went in there for something bike related, and that's who I had dealt with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it was fine. The bike boom, we had a boom over COVID. It just, I mean, it was trending up. Everybody wanted bikes. They were getting
Campers,
outside.
bikes,
Campers.
kayaks,
Yes, all
everything
the
was
outdoor
popping.
stuff.
Yeah.
Even after we opened the run store again, it was bonkers. We were up 40% the next year. It was insane. But then the bike stuff just dropped off, and the campers dropped off. Right.
Yeah.
So
now everyone's going, what the fuck are we supposed to do with this shit? We're back in hotels, baby.
Everybody's selling their kayaks and all that stuff went completely.
Yeah.
But the bike industry thought that was the new normal, and they built as many things as they could build.
So now they're
So now they're over inventoried.
Right.
So now there's a bunch of discounting going on and things like that. So it was pretty bonkers.
Trying to ride an industry that's unpredictable. Man.
So my take is, I think the run industry did itself. I mean, by closing was awful, but I think by closing we did ourselves a favor that we didn't think that was going to be the new normal. I mean, companies were canceling shoe orders and things like that because, I mean, they laid staff off. They laid my reps off. They furloughed people. I mean, that
was over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we were able to come back, and then we weren't over inventoried, and that 40% growth.
What was your guess whenever we started, whenever April, May hit? Was your like every week you're waiting to see if you're open, or you're like, oh, we're going to be fucked for a while?
I was
what was your
hoping that
guess?
things were
Same
going to change.
Same. That's what, every time somebody got on the news, I'm like, what are they?
Yeah.
Nope, nothing still, huh? Fauci.
And I had, like, they laid off my New Balance sales rep. So, like, one of the national guys calls me, and he's like, hey, man, if you hold on to your future order for, like, this fall, we'll give you an extra 20% off. I'm like, dude, why are you doing that? Like, as soon as we open, it's going to be bonkers. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm booked solid at the bike shop. People want to be outside. Like, people are going to buy shoes. So just hold on.
You know what confuses me, like, and what we just touched on with, like, people are now you can buy a 5-year-old camper for a lot less than you'd pay. You know what I mean? There's people selling their kayaks and their nice bikes but I wonder why. I mean, people got to get reminded how much you actually enjoy. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
Did we get busy and we were in hotels again? Is that like started traveling and doing all that stuff? And
I guess valid point is we went outside. Most people probably would if they could.
Yeah.
It's just going, we didn't have shit to do.
I mean, as bad as COVID was, I think there was a nice little part of that where you go for a walk in the neighborhood and see people outside and things like that. So.
I absolutely loved a part of it.
Yeah.
The beginning of it.
And
you know what I mean? I was like, I needed it.
Also, the great thing for our industry is the athleisure trend took off because people were working remote. They weren't going into the office and stuff.
So. Oh, you sell clothing too?
No, but we sell these freaking On shoes that everybody
could
wear to work.
Yes.
Wear a pair of nice On tennis shoes that's like goes with your decent button-down shirt and pair of jeans.
For sure.
You don't have to wear,
loafers or whatever are killing you.
So you could rock a pair of our style shoes. So we transitioned. I saw it. Like, we were Hoka crazy shoes. The only people wearing them were triathletes or people running, and we sold race flats and things like that. And then we've transitioned into lifestyle. Like, I carry Lululemon at my store.
Really?
Like, yeah. So, like, and then the On stuff. Like, these things are ridiculous, and people come in and want those. They're great shoes. They look cool too, so people are buying them because of that. So we've transitioned into, besides just running stuff, like lifestyle too.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been lucky.
Well, was there a point in time as being a shitty employee?
Trying to make sure I don't kick your dog.
Oh, you can. I had to take that golf ball from him. I'm like, what is this noise, man? I'm like, he destroyed
it's like a little Clark Griswold Christmas
more,
going on.
Yeah, no more putting around there. But was there, when you were young, and I don't know if you knew it then or later on reflected and said, I sucked as an employee, but was there that fire in you then that goes, I'm going to be working for myself at some point? Like, being an entrepreneur isn't easy because of the other part of the bike shop that we haven't really went there on is when it sucked and you go, now what? How am I supposed to, I owe this just to keep the light. You know what I mean? Those shitty times, but it takes a special kind of person to be able to go, man, that's just a shitty story. We're good now. And then it could happen again. And then you do it again, and then you go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take another stab right here. It worked out obviously, but
entrepreneurs are, we're wired different.
For sure.
Like it just
Yes.
like I realized whenever I opened my bike shop, my dad's like, "What? Like you just people are gonna come in and buy stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You just hope that that's gonna happen?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." Like, what do you like?
It doesn't register.
It just
Yeah, it doesn't.
didn't seem to comprehend to him that like people would just come into your store like that. Just
right.
How do you get them like?
Yeah.
I'm like, I have hope that if I open, they will come. Right? Like
I'm going to put a sign out here.
Yeah.
And they're going to know I'm here. Yeah.
So I've been fortunate. I'm in another profit group with that started about a year ago with 9 Fleet Feets, mostly on the East Coast. And again, we share ideas and P&Ls and do deep dives in financials and things like that to make each other successful. And we are wired a little bit different. Like we did it a year ago. 3 of them have bought other stores since then.
I was just going to ask you, do you have any plan or goal at all to maybe, since you kind of do know how this shit works, is it dumb not to figure out how to buy another store? You know what I'm saying?
I've been inspired by some of my this new group that I'm in.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of locked. I mean, all the towns around us have very good run stores.
Okay.
There's even a Fleet Feet in Bloomington.
Okay.
So it would have to be by one of those, and I don't know if I want to work that hard.
Is this? Do you feel like your presence, aside from once or twice a week, would be required, or is it like, well, no, of course, if I have the right team, then.
I think
because I feel like if you have the recipe, then you might as well go.
So again, you go back to where I had the bike shop and I opened Fleet Feet, and I was at the bike shop full time. Like I learned to put trust in people. So I think if I have the right team in place, that I could probably pull it off.
Yeah,
but it's like a lot of things have to.
That's also a hard.
And like right now, I'm going. Somebody that's basically been my manager for the last 3 years. She's leaving this weekend. She's moving out of town, and I got 2 brand new people that I hired. So I'm in the middle of training them and getting them up to speed. So,
well, good for you on even being able to find people. I mean, that's a real popular thing is finding good help. Kind of an off the path story, but so I'm not going to name the establishment, but a place in one of these smaller towns outside of Decatur, a guy built a really badass bar. Okay, several years ago, 10 years ago maybe. And his idea was going, he owns the whole building and it's like several storefronts or whatever. And he goes, my thing is I would love for someone to put in a decent restaurant. You know what I mean? He's like, I'll even build the kitchen out for him. I'll do whatever. So fast forward to like 3 weeks ago, I see him and he's like, dude, like I just dropped, let's just say an unnecessary amount to build out a kitchen in his own place. He's like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm just going to knock the wall out and just do it. I was like, hell yeah. And he goes, it got finished in, I think it was 8 months ago. And I go, okay.
Still empty.
And I go, what's the problem? He goes, I'm not a fucking kitchen manager. You know what I mean? He goes, I can't find someone. He goes, and I'm going to pay good.
Yeah.
But
that's pretty wild.
I said, that is crazy. And he goes, everybody's like, you wouldn't think about that ahead of time? And he goes, no, I figured a good job is something that people would want. And he goes, no, it's not even, he goes, we're talking a whole nother level of like lazy. Like even the qualified people who currently work somewhere they're unhappy at are going, I don't really want to change.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
I mean, I scheduled the interviews and people just won't even show up for the interview. It's insane.
It is insane.
Like, why are you wasting my time?
No. So here's my confusion. Okay, even when, unfortunately, I mean, it dates us, but I mean, we're old enough to remember literally when gas was a buck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everything is, $20 to go grab McDonald's and you're going to get $3 or $4 back. You know what I'm saying? And
you remember Carpenter, Coach Carpenter?
Oh yeah.
He drove us to school one time and he stopped to put gas in his car. He put $1 in his car.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
That's funny.
Yeah. That is funny. But I'm saying, I think what confuses me is we could make $20 last throughout a week just to go grab something from the gas station here and there, whatever. But I'm like, nobody's working now and shit's super expensive, dude. Life is to me, I don't do much, but nothing is cheap.
No.
Or maybe my version of cheap is way off, but
No.
nothing is, it's swipe, swipe, swipe,
Yep.
swipe,
I
swipe.
mean,
Yeah.
$190.
Right.
I mean,
And that's normal, right?
yeah,
I mean,
we start at like 150 for footwear, but yeah, it's
you want a good pair of shoes? They're $150.
I unapologetically sell expensive product that works really nice and is very comfortable and is going to last a lot better than department store stuff.
So there are a lot of areas actually to where the get what you pay for isn't bullshit. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
That is something and people know. People who spend time in their feet before they come and drop 190, they spent $590 on 9 pairs of shitty shoes, and they're like, "Fuck it, let me find." And then they never go back because you go. If you can put someone on your feet that makes your whole body feel better, it's kind of important.
We've literally made people cry. They try on footwear they've never had shoes fit them right, and they try on shoes and they start crying because their feet feel so good and they've never had that experience before.
Bam.
Dude, it's incredible. So if you're an employee and you're working for me and you see that, you're like, dude, I want more of this. Like, this is cool. Like, to make people happy and get instant gratification in your job of what you're doing, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, again, it's like if people really, if you just think about it, you know what I mean? If you do spend time on your feet and your back hurts or your hips hurt or it is like a lot of it has to do with the same deal. Whenever I was in the field a lot, like as a contractor, I mean, the boots I still have, it's like, yeah, they're like $400 boots, and I've had them for 15 years, but
yeah, if you would have spent $50, how many?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
And they were horrible. Yeah. But and I remember looking at my dad going, I ain't in the price bracket to be able. But I think it might have been where maybe he got them for him. But it was like one of them where I'm like, man, what are these, my nice boots? He's like, if you don't wear them, fucking. But
so
either way, it matters.
Bikes were the same way. Like somebody buy a cheap bike and like quickly run it into the ground and burn through all their components. So then you start upgrading people and doing that stuff too. I like the bike stuff. It was fun, but just got to where it wasn't profitable. So
is there a bike store around now?
Yeah, there's still one in town. There's a few in the other surrounding communities, but
do you check them out? Are you a consumer? Or you're like, no, why the bike store closed? I know what I want and I can order it.
I got friends.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
So I still dip my toe in. There's this bike ride across Iowa. So I actually go work as a bike mechanic for the week and live out of a trailer and go work on bikes during the day.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's actually cool.
It's pretty wild. If you've never heard of it it's called Ragbri. It's a 5-day ride across Iowa, and it's like 50,000 people do it, and they close down the roads, and it's insane. So we're busy for 6-8 hours slam straight, and then hop back in the trailer and then go set up at another place that evening.
Right.
It's pretty wild. So my friend owns a shop in Iowa, so he hooks me up with some stuff if I need stuff.
Oh yeah. That's cool. So how often do you do rides now? On like the gravel races?
So there's some events through the summer, so I'll go do several of them throughout the course of the summer.
But it's seasonal too, right? I mean, you don't go.
Yeah, but I'm like right now I have an indoor trainer at my house, and I ride it 6 or 8 to 10 hours a week.
Well, like just to like stay in shape, riding shape,
doing intervals and workout stuff and things like that.
You got a family? Kids?
Yeah, I've been married almost 25 years. I have an older son who's 26.
Okay.
If you do the math on that. And then I have a kid that and he's graduated from Wisconsin. He worked in the workforce for a while and was living in Chicago, and then he moved out east. He's going to Duke for his MBA.
Bam.
Yeah, so I am not smart like that.
You're like,
my kids are.
Yeah.
And then I have another kid that's a sophomore at Mizzou, so he's going to school over in Missouri. And then my daughter's a freshman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do they have any interest in cycling at all?
No.
Of course not, right?
No.
Yeah.
One
day, me and the kids are going to go hit the trails on the bikes. They're like, no, we're not. We're not doing it.
So I got a car a couple of years ago, and I thought it'd be fun doing some road trips with my boys and staying in touch with them through their lives as they've gotten older and stuff. So we started doing camping and hiking trips. So the first year we went out to South Dakota, the Black Hills, and we did like freaking 12-mile hikes and stuff. And like, It's cool. I haven't done a lot of it, but I mean, I like getting
that's awesome.
outside. Yeah. And I didn't quite know what they'd think.
What'd they think?
Oh, they freaking love it.
Okay.
So,
All right.
to the point, like, we went the next year, I think, did we do the Smokies? And then, like, we have our family text group, and, like, I think my wife and I were out doing something, and we posted a picture. And then my son's out on the East Coast with his girlfriend, and they're hiking, like a full-on hike out at some mountain out there. And then my son's at Mizzou hiking with his friends
Oh,
there.
nice.
I'm like, all right, I think I rubbed off okay.
Yeah,
Like, I
this
think
is
they
good.
really like this.
Yeah.
So, we went to the UP of Michigan last year, and then I think we're going to try to go back to Virginia this year, like in the Appalachians, and go hiking
All right.
there.
Yeah, we don't have to do it right now, but I'm gonna pick your brain. I need a spot.
Yeah.
I need an idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I got my kid. He's going to be 16 next month. Same idea. We've talked about, like, just go get lost somewhere a little difficult, somewhere fun. Where we have to dig in, and he's in that. It would be interesting and challenging and
That's
amazing.
good, man. Like,
That'd be great.
They enjoyed, like, we tent camped the first couple times, and we cooked at the campground and everything. And
Hell
then,
yeah. How many days?
Like a week, like 5 nights.
Okay.
we were out.
Okay.
And then we moved around a couple times. They didn't like the tent quite as much, so last year we rented a little cabin, but no electricity or anything, like off the grid.
Yeah, just not.
And then
a tent.
and then I bought a camp stove and we'd cook out and stuff. They love that as much as the hiking.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Just cooking dinner and hanging out and like just.
I
like,
love it.
It's
I love
It's
it.
been really good for us. So it's getting harder, and I think it's going to be harder and harder as they get older. But to try to make a priority to do that with them has been really cool. And they don't run or ride like I do. Well, my oldest son did a half marathon in Chicago, like whenever he was up there.
Right.
But like to get them out hiking and have them show their friends that and their girlfriend that, like, that's pretty cool.
It's a moment.
I like that.
That is. That's awesome. No, it's same boat, dude. I'm going, okay. I think I'm not cool, but but it's also like, yeah, there's nothing that's
It's some nice bonding to go do something like that.
that is cool.
Yeah.
So I think I just brought it up to him at one point. So that's so strange that you even said that. I had brought it up to him not long ago, and I was just like, "Do you think that'd be?" He's like, "Oh yeah, like you bring a tent," and I go, exactly what I'm talking about."
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be a couple times that we hate that we came.
Yeah.
But then it's going to be great. He's like,
We had a wicked
Yeah.
thunderstorm one of the nights.
that would be the time I'm talking about.
Yeah. But like we still were laughing our way through it because like
What do you
the
do?
whole tent shaking and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah. This might be
kill
it,
my whole
kids.
family.
Right.
But now we laugh about it. So
that's awesome. Good for you. That's a great idea.
yeah, I think that worked pretty good. I mean, like,
But that's it, right?
The
You just
level
try to
of
make
cycling-
moments, though.
yeah. My daughter runs a little bit, so I go running with her some, and I got her riding a little bit. So she might be the one that
Takes
could
to it.
really get into doing some of this. But,
Right.
Yeah. The
well,
boys,
and
they did their
you're
thing.
the only one who did it for like a living. You can just do it.
Yeah, well, my wife runs. She's done like 7 marathons or something like that. So she runs quite a bit and does all kinds of dumb stuff too. So
Has it always been like that? Like, was that a common interest your whole
she was
your whole life?
competitive in volleyball whenever I met her at first.
Right.
That's how she ended up in town. And then, yeah, I've always been racing and stuff. So it was nice having somebody that understood like being active.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
doing something at a different level than normal people.
Right.
So
What do you think about the? You pay attention to like the shit that RFK is implementing because our country is just really unhealthy and.
can we change the subject?
Oh, fair. Yeah, we can.
I think it's my philosophy at my store is to get people active and moving. You don't have to run. Just go for a walk.
Move
just
around.
move. Just do something. Go for a hike. I mean, hiking's amazing for you. And like I was involved with the Conservation Foundation, and we have more conservation area in our county than pretty much any county
Right.
in Illinois. So
Not really that crowded ever.
no, yeah, you can go to Rock Springs and go for a hike. You don't see a
Oddly
lot of
enough,
people. Yeah. So yeah, go do something different like that.
Yeah. Well, and it feels good, dude. You know, and moving around, it does feel good. But so I love, I'm sure you do too. Well, I guess I don't know. But I love technology. Or I'm one of the people, I ride the wave, right? I'm not, AI's coming, let me learn about that shit. I'm not going to deny it. You know, I'm not going to write you a letter and mail it when you could email.
Yeah. I AI'd all this before I came.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. For the record, this is not even us.
Yeah.
No, but I say I only brought that up because I love technology.
Me too. Yes.
And it's great. Although I can't imagine the era when it was like, hey, catch me between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. at this number. And if you don't, you just have to catch me tomorrow because you don't have my home phone number.
That's another thing that cycling I loved is all the tech. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah.
Even whenever I first got into it, it was.
They've been
crazy
above
technology.
Yeah.
So now my bike has a power meter. It tells me how many watts I put out whenever I'm pedaling. It has shifters that are electronic, so you just hit a button and it shifts the rear derailleur. There's no cables.
Really?
Yeah. The brakes are hydraulic.
No shit,
dude. That's and then footwear. Like this thing just updated. Actually, it comes out March 1st. It's not even out yet. Like super critical foams in this. It's super. They inject nitrogen into the foam, so they expand it out without adding a lot of weight. So feel the weight of this. For as thick as it is,
that is nuts.
Is it ridiculous? And then
it's like slipper
the upper
weight.
breathes really nice. Just the foams are amazing.
These are actually sick.
Yeah, they're pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I just got a pair. Went for running today. So they're pretty cool.
Those are nice.
So yeah, all this technology, these little cloud things.
Yeah.
Going on.
So, but I'm saying these are phones. It just makes people pause so much. Like like we have the ability to move, but it's just so much. I don't know. It's almost like you either enjoy outside and nature and moving, or you can't do that and enjoy scrolling at the same time. I mean, you probably can, but you know what I'm saying is I feel like that's what's so crazy is even the younger generations, people, it makes you pause. It's like, well, that's good. Your body needs it. You want to take selfies for a long time?
Like Pokemon Go.
That was cool.
Got people outside.
Yeah, that was neat. Matter of fact, that is probably someone's probably working on it, but if I knew how to make an app, we would sure try to figure out one. How do you get people out? People love it.
With the zombie craze, there was an app that you could download that you would outrun zombies, like virtual.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know. Yeah, there's
but we do have even our parks we have are.
But then I'm in a different range of I'm on an app called Strava, and it's you download all your workouts and it shares with your friends. So you can get Strava shamed if you're not working out enough. Or
accountability.
There's accountability.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool. There's so many.
So you can use it for good
awesome
too.
Things.
I think it's like just the who you roll with and the group that you're with.
Well, no, and I think that was it. It's almost like. Well, no, it's not almost like. I mean, fuck, it's 15 years. I looked it up. 15 years ago is when it first started being where we all had not only a smartphone, but the ability to Google anything.
Yeah.
15 years.
Really?
My son's whole entire life, the whole concept of going, I don't know, you don't know, new subject, doesn't exist in his world.
That's crazy.
You know, of course there's an answer. But why are we not looking it up?
I think we grew up at a pretty good time.
Oh, I loved it.
We didn't have that.
Loved it.
Could go play in the neighborhoods with our friends. Had to be home whenever the lights were on.
Yeah. But I think so. That's it. Is it's going. It's not
and
even
all the dumb crap I did isn't videotaped.
Everything is videotaped. that is nuts, right? Everything is videotaped.
My poor kids.
Yeah. Well, again, I think. It's just in that generation, it's going like for us, you're going, I mean, just put the damn phone down and go enjoy yourself. For them, it's like, well, this is what life is it's like, how do I step away from what normal is? And I'm sure you did the same. It's you gotta limit your kids for the most part, but fuck, next thing you know, dude, my son is using his iPad for getting homework assignments that he's doing on the iPad that I got him.
Yeah.
You know? So it is like, yeah, they are expecting tech. What's going to be interesting is how the education system soon, I would hope in the next year or two, approaches AI. I feel like to not teach kids is a disservice. You know what I mean? To say you cannot use Chat GPT. It's like, well, I think you guys have to figure out how to make them use it.
I mean,
You can't have a bunch of college people that don't know how to use what is running the freaking world.
I mean, it's still a tool, and you need to know how to use the tool and how to best get it to work how you want. So
forever, the
for
people
now,
who know how to use tools are the ones who work.
Yeah. 20 years from now, it might be different, but for now, it's still a tool.
Dude, I was just listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with somebody, and they were dead serious going, in 20 years, we will, if we're still alive, and that means they would be like 70 and 80 or something. And it was like, we literally will be like, remember when we were younger and we all had to like work? And it's like, well, it's like, no, will be a point where they can literally do everything other than decision making.
Yeah.
But
that's pretty wild.
when you say they can do repetitive things, the number of things that are repetitive is a lot, dude. Because I don't mean like, not like assembly line. It's just going, if you want to buy something and you come up here and my job is to scan that code, take your money, send you on your way. I got that. Train this guy to do it. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have them for fitting shoes yet.
No.
I mean, some of the tech that we use for identifying what fits people best and stuff, it's pretty, I don't think it's AI, but it's some really cool technology.
Well, I mean, 20 years ago, it's something you would feel like you would have to go to the hospital and get some kind of scan to know.
For that, yeah, 20 years ago, we used the Brannick device, that metal thing.
Yeah.
Even whenever I started, 12 years ago, the run store, we had the Brannick device that you would measure.
Yeah.
But now, we switched. Probably 7 or 8 years ago, we switched to this Fit ID thing, and you stand on it, and it spits out all the numbers and stuff. It's pretty cool.
What, do you locally have to advertise?
Yeah, so
Or are you
there's
sought after? I mean,
different philosophies on advertising. I do a weekly radio spot.
Oh, yeah.
I get pretty lucky. I got pretty lucky with getting plugged in with that.
Yeah.
I've done that like 8 years now, so that's been good. Talk about some local events and things like that. And I have a better face for radio than video podcast. And then, I don't know, like I've tried different things, but advertising social media has been pretty good.
Sure.
I've utilized that fairly well. I go with the philosophy of I want to provide an amazing experience for my customers whenever they're in, and then word of mouth. Hopefully they tell people. I mean, that's the way it was whenever I had the bike shops. It's like, and whenever somebody comes in and like, hey, my friend told me, but that's
Right.
they're going to buy something because they got a great recommendation.
Yes.
We do medical outreach, so we go to some doctor's offices and stuff. And
to be referred to or to be able to help there instead of just saying, hey, you need something that'll help your feet, go, hey, I will make sure that happens if you send them here.
yeah, I actually have made up prescription pads in the past that I've given to them. I got a new batch. I need to go pick them up. And then my vendors are amazing. So one of my companies makes plantar fasciitis sleeves and bunion socks and things like that. They gave me a kit so I can drop that off at the doctor's office. Let them check that stuff out, send people into our store for it. So do some outreach like that. A couple weeks ago, we went to the YMCA and hung out in the lobby in the morning and let people try shoes on. Let
them see for themselves.
Yeah, so we have sales reps that come and buy and show me product, and then I buy it and figure out colors and stuff, and then I have tech reps that come by with the brand new shoe that updated and let people demo them and try them. Oh, so Brooks came by with the new glycerin and a new glycerin flex, and we set up at the Y and let people go do a class in them and stuff and try them out that way. So again, like the events to give people products to use that
really
they buy
cool.
from us. That's kind of where I've gone with advertising. I don't cut checks very often. I'll go donate gift cards to events and things like that, but I don't.
Community involvement's awesome though. And how cool is that to go, you make the call, try them out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're worth it. Let's see.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I put most of my money and effort on things. We have a great rewards program at the store. I'm doing a thing with local track clubs, a little discount for some of their athletes.
Sure.
We're doing a thing with Milliken. So just some outreach things like that, as opposed to like.
Well, and if people are looking for shoes and they do what we all do is just Google it, you are the place.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
I spend that. There's some effort that goes into that.
Sure. But it's kind of the important. As crazy as that is the important part.
Yeah. I mean, we have spent money on targeted ads for that type of stuff.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
you can track all that, dude. It's insane. You can track all that. You can see how many clicks you get.
Right.
You can geolocate stuff. Like
It congratulates you.
Yeah.
Good job.
So there's some tools and stuff, but social media has been pretty good, and general word of mouth and things like that. So
Yeah. Well,
still
you
kind
got
of old school.
Yeah. You got something good that works, and it has worked.
So far.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been so in Decatur, Illinois, like our store, I track the same numbers with the rest of the country. 290 Fleet Feet. We're on the same trajectory as all the other stores around the country. It's pretty wild.
And is that trajectory continued growth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's last year leveled off a little bit, but yeah, we've been. COVID was amazing coming out of that. It was sucked during, but
Yeah.
the year after was really good, and then it's been pretty
Good
continuous growth.
You
after
work
that.
there?
Yeah, I'm in the back a lot.
Right.
I screw around a lot in the summer.
Right. But you got somebody who runs, you got people who work.
Yeah. I was in New Hampshire last week at one of those profit group meeting things.
Yeah.
I got some other trips lined up this year. So
Oh, good.
I'm very involved. I might not be on the floor all the time.
Well, you finally don't have, so what I call it, what you had at the bike place was, because I've had it, is you just worked for a jackass.
Yeah. That guy's a jerk.
Yeah. What type of fucking idiot do we got running this? Oh, it's just me. Shit.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you finally, you turned it. Is it like lesson learned, or no, opportunity is different, so you can do this? Or, you know what I mean? Was it just along the way you figured what you didn't want to have to do? Even if you love something, you still are like, well, look, if I wanted to, pull around a lawnmower and every time I wanted paid, I had to do something, then I would have just had a job.
Yeah. I think by having the bike shop and opening the run store at the same time taught me that lesson.
You have
that
to
I could
trust.
trust some other people. I can
It was required.
give them guide rails and tell them what the plan is and where we're going, but they're steering the ship and are doing it. But I can.
Well, interestingly enough,
And I grew up a bike mechanic. I was pretty good at working on bikes. I sucked at managing people and being a boss. And it took me a long time to stop micromanaging people and let people decide some things on their own and give them some wins.
Yeah.
And trust people and realize that my way is not always the best one.
dude, sometimes I'm the same way, but
It took me a while.
and then you turn around and learn. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where you're going, oh,
Yeah, this
I've been doing this a long time and I've thought of that.
group that I was with last week, I
Yeah.
take away things from that. And
Fresh eyes, fresh thoughts, fresh perspectives.
and very, very smart people that, I've owned a business for 25 years now and I'm still learning things.
Yeah.
Like
You can't not.
I think if you want to be successful, you always got to try to figure out what's better or how to do something better, how to make things. Yeah.
So in our conversation in the beginning, you referenced wanting to buy it, have ownership of the building rather than renting it to ultimately have a retirement plan.
Yeah.
So does retirement exist? Does that going to be a thing, or you just will change the path? Like in my brain, I don't know. I'll be able to start drawing out of a fund at some point, but I cannot ever imagine just going, okay, just going to be here tomorrow. Got to stop waking up at 5 a.m. for some reason.
In the bike industry, and I think the run I'm seeing it some now, it's about a 20-year lifespan on it. I think like you start getting 18, 20 years, you're like, dude,
Can't do it.
it's just a lot. I had several friends that did it for similar time period as me, and they've sold their shops and gotten out of it and things like that. So I think for that industry, it was about a 20-year span. And then in the run, I've seen a few people that own their store for 20 years and they sell it and want to get away and do something different. 12 years in, I don't know, man. I really like what I'm doing.
Right.
My wife retires in a couple of years, so maybe that might change my feeling, but
Yeah, I guess it is also going, your daughter still has to finish high school,
And
then get to
college.
college. So then it goes, okay, let's see where everyone lands.
yeah.
And then let's.
But I think I mean, even whenever I was in this group, 10 or 15 years ago, seeing people's exit strategies and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though it's way further out, just like
Yeah.
knowing a plan or some way to get out of what you're doing is not a bad idea.
Right. Well, and unless you need the cash flow for your next move, or the cash rather for your next move, it's almost like if you have something successful that is kind of running itself and still cutting you a paycheck, just because you're relocating, so what?
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah, I'll keep doing it. I got good people. I just
Hell
hired
yeah.
a couple new people, but I think it's going to be really good.
But in the same token, I guess that makes it a valuable business if you wanted to sell it, if it's something that you could.
Yeah, but they're never worth as much as you think, right?
So I was just told the opposite.
I
You beg to differ, huh?
not run stores or bike shops. They aren't worth very much.
Right.
I'm in the wrong industry.
I was just told that people undervalue what they have because they're like, I started it, and you know what I mean? Like almost like the comparison has to be to what they are throughout the nation, not to what you think you've put into it. But I'm sure like you've dealt with people in your industry, so you know.
Well, I mean, last week that we were talking pretty candidly, like 3 people had bought stores and they were throwing out numbers and stuff. So
Right. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't
Well,
know. I like what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's
that
perfect.
wasn't the goal to set it up to sell it for a bunch of money
Yeah.
and retire. The goal was to make people comfortable and
Yeah.
have fun what I'm doing. And
Oh no, I just meant, is there a retirement plan, or you're like not necessarily? I know
I feel retired compared to what I was doing.
Bam.
Dude, like, I mean, you had Meisenhelter on talking about how much he was busting ass. I mean, like, I did this for a long, long time.
I get it, dude.
So, I mean, 7 days a week, I'm working every Saturday, missing family stuff, doing all
get
that.
it.
I mean, I did all that stuff to get to where now I can take some Saturdays off and I don't feel guilty.
It's beautiful.
And I still work a fair amount, but I still play around a little bit. I do a boys trip. I go to Iowa and work on bikes. I go,
Yeah.
I mean, I go.
You
do
live
some fun
life,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah, and then, you
great.
know, my wife retires.
You earned it.
Maybe do a little bit more stuff. Our industry, I've been pretty fortunate to. I mean, I had to do a lot of stuff to get
Put
here.
in the work for sure.
Yeah.
It's part of the deal. What do you think your kids will do? Or what are, I guess a couple of them are already doing something.
Yeah. My son at Duke is doing some interviews and stuff. He got a pretty good deal on the school. Like we didn't have to pay a lot out of pocket. He got some help with that. So he realizes that he's in a situation to where he doesn't have to sell his soul to the devil to work for a corporation that pays really well. He can do something in the health industry or do something.
All right.
He's still active and works out and
Sure.
that's important to him. So I don't know if he's quite figured out what he wants to do. My other kid wants to do finance.
Okay.
So something in that field. I don't know what my daughter will do.
Right. It's just crazy, right? Just to go, let's see.
It's fun. I mean, I know my wife would probably like for them to be at home still, but it's fun seeing them become
People or adults or humans.
Yeah.
Or in the world.
and have their own drive and success and
Yeah.
their own interests and things like that. So it's pretty cool.
Well, so that's my son is not. He is very, very much as a sophomore in high school, like very much an academic. I don't know. I think he started shooting over to St. T.
Where do you get that from?
Definitely not me. So I think that's it as it goes. Okay.
I mean,
I'm not going to have to be part of the planning. I'm going to be enjoying the show.
Yeah.
College probably won't cost a lot of money.
yeah.
And how cool. I think that was it. I had to just let it register and go, enjoy the fucking show, dude. You don't have a dude you're going to have to figure out how to show him how to live life. He's going to probably teach you some things.
I've been pretty lucky.
That's great,
Sounds
though.
like you might be. Like my
Yeah.
kids are way smarter than I was. Like my daughter was salutatorian. Like I mean, like, I
Right.
got pretty smart.
And I'm one of them
kids.
people who go, you don't necessarily need college. And with this kid, it's like, you clearly
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
There's no question.
Yeah, you're definitely you don't love this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I always thought the trades would have been. I should have done that. That would have been a way better deal.
no, but I mean, good for you, dude. I mean, it's entrepreneurship. It's like a lifestyle, right? I mean,
We're wired different.
I envy the people that I cut checks for. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
they can, on Friday, that shit is over with till Monday, for sure.
Yeah, they can check out.
Meanwhile, I'm going to figure out how to get shit in order so you guys can come back Monday and do your thing. So, but yeah, everybody's meant for their own thing. But yeah, when you think about kids, it goes, let's see where you end up, man.
Yeah. I'm fortunate I have a couple of good friends in town that own businesses and stuff, so you can have some pretty deep conversations
Right.
about some things that you can't have with normal people that
Yeah.
don't understand
Yeah.
some of the intricacies of business.
Yeah.
And then there are other people that just can't even wrap their head around taking the risks involved. And like for me, it's just like no question. Like I'm going to put all this money into it, and people are going to come buy stuff from me. Yeah, why not? Like
Right.
that's why wouldn't
How
they?
do you think this works? Right. So it's funny, you said you have a few buddies. Same as every Thursday at 6 a.m., I have this group that I got invited to a few months ago. It's a masterminds group.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically, people that are in different industries, but going, it's really interesting how you can, if your brain is, like you just said, you're just wired a little bit different. So when you have 4 people like that, there's not a problem that you throw out there that you're not going to have 4 ideas. There's no one going, oh, man.
Well, that's
Sounds
cool.
rough, bro. It's like, no, here's what you need to do, bro. I'm not there, but here's an idea, and it's same. And it goes, oh. Or fuck my accountant. I can't stand it. It's like, I got you. I got one for you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So it's just handy. And I don't mean this because of this, but it does benefit to go everybody's NDA'd up. So it's like if you're doing something, if you're questionably sketchy on shit, you can bring it up and find out if you went too far or you didn't. Most people have an idea, or you know what I mean.
Or if somebody's wanting to buy something or
Yep.
start something
Yep.
and you can't talk about
Yep.
it, keep
Yep.
it under wraps.
Yep.
That's cool.
So
I do
it's-
like my accountant, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that you share ideas with other business owners and stuff. That's great.
Well, so it's like something I think along the way, I haven't really had the opportunity to do it before starting a company, but like that's my biggest advice, because I think the more experience I get, the more I find out how willing people who own businesses are, if you ask, that what you can probably learn. You know what I mean? To where you almost think, I'm going to open a business. I can't share it because someone might steal my idea, or I can't talk to a competitor. They'll think I'm trying to take their clientele. It's like, I think you have it twisted. People really love to help. A lot of people are in it to help people, educate people. If you're going to come, if I'm hanging gutters and you're going to come be the other person competing against me, if you're going to be in it, how about be good? Like, the competition is okay. Not that good.
Like, okay.
Don't be cheap. Just be good.
Yeah, don't undercut me.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, it is going.
So again, going from the bike side of things, like everybody's pretty independent, and you got to know a few stores that were way out of your area. You would share ideas and stuff. So my first year I went to the run event in Texas, and a buddy of mine that had his shop in Indiana, I go hang out with him and stuff and introduce myself to some people that own Fleet Feet. And I'm like, hey, Kyle, I own a bike shop. I think about owning a run store or opening a run store. They're like, oh, here's my card. Email me. I'll send you my P&L statement, my balance sheet. You can see all the metric, all the financial, because as a franchise, they can't show you that. It's illegal,
right?
All the numbers, but you can get it from other franchisees. And I had like 3 people tell me that. I'm like, what the hell is like?
You're like, you're really open, and they're like, yeah,
it was amazing. And even my friend in Indiana, like he gave me a bunch of his details. So whenever I built a business plan, I could see like the volume of sales weren't quite as high in the high seasons like the bike side, but the lows weren't as low. So it was a little bit steadier, so I could plan some things out that way. So I was very impressed on how people were
just
cool
willingness
sharing.
to.
And most of those guys have sold their store since then. But I mean, that was 12 years ago.
Right.
They did that. I think it's I don't know if it's. I don't know. I should
But
ask
is it
my AI.
but is it
it's got to be about a 20-year lifespan on doing this.
And do you guess it's like when you get to the point where you're thinking about it, then you start paying attention to trends a little bit more, and you try to catch it on the. Is it like when you talk about trends? I'm picturing. In 18 years, it went up and down and up and down, right?
Yeah, it went, and then there's kind of.
Oh fuck! No, you're like, It wasn't a roller coaster. It was a hill.
I think if you are wanting to exit, they look at the last 3 years of profit. So I think you can start playing around with some numbers and stuff and tweaking all that. I'm not there yet.
Oh no, and I didn't even mean to even bring it up. Like, it doesn't seem like it. Like I said, I don't even encourage. I'm like, why? What are you gonna do? If you have something to do, then do it. But other than that, it's like, fuck, you like what you're doing?
I don't have a problem going to work.
Yeah,
I like it, and some of the benefits are pretty good right now. So I don't know if I could give all that stuff up.
Yeah,
so it's kind of fun.
Still young, dude.
Yeah,
still young.
I mean, I'm still riding, and went and ran today, so I'm still active and stuff.
Your kids have any gave any indication that they'll come back this way when they're done with school, or is it like, who knows?
I didn't think I'd still be in town. Like, I think everybody wants to try to leave, right?
Right. That's crazy.
I mean, like I said, I grew up, I was racing. I was out in Colorado at the Olympic Training Center doing coaching things and all that type of stuff. I thought I'd live out there. But my sister ended up going to the military and living in Colorado.
Really?
Yeah, outside of Colorado Springs.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they've since moved. They live in South Carolina. So,
all right.
So I always thought I'd end up somewhere else, but I just had opportunities here and was able to take advantage of it. Real estate's pretty cheap here. So being able to pull a lot of that stuff off. My relationships with some people in town, like if I need a road closed, if I want to do a partnership with some stuff, people are very, very cool about doing that type of stuff in town. So yeah, it's pretty. Some of my stores are a little jealous whenever I talk about using this or doing something with the park district. Like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm friends with the. They're like, we can't get them to do anything with us.
Right?
Like,
yeah, we're gonna put a 90-day advance.
It's insane. Right. Yeah. Right. They're like, you seriously? I'm like, yeah, I can text the guy right now.
Right.
I got a guy.
I'm telling you. So over even in Springfield, if like you would think you want to get a road closed, okay, you have to get it cleared. All good. Well, it isn't like you can go put cones out and barricade it. You have to have a certified barricading company that exists in Springfield.
Yeah, of course.
That's their job, right? And it's like, and they're not cheap, but it is just like, wow, you guys make us. Okay, fair. I guess it's expected.
I was getting my haircut downtown today, and like I would have kind of liked to have had a store down there, but like the logistics of if I had a demo event, wanted to put a tent out on the sidewalk, I have to get permits for that and things like this. But now where I'm at, I own the parking lot. I can do whatever I want in my parking lot. So I can close it and have a party there. And
so do you is next door vacant right now then?
No, it's the Homegrown Collective. It's like a art boutique or a art co-op thing that she sells artwork.
Okay.
From local artists and things like that.
Okay.
She moved in this past fall, so she's been there now 6 months or so.
All right.
So it's
that's
been
cool.
going okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean,
and then I got pretty lucky whenever I opened. We went into the Old Rouse pub. We got a lot of press from the paper and the news and stuff like that because something positive going in the West End, and it got pretty popular in that area for a little while, and then COVID was pretty rough on it, and it's changed. But now we're on the radar again with the city, and they have some things in place to help make the area a little bit better and some development and stuff like that. So we have a little Oakwood Business Association and meet once a month.
Okay.
I was gone at the last one, but like Milliken's been coming to them. They realized that the community in that area needs to get a little bit better. The police department was there. The city was there. So some
people involvement does matter, man.
Yeah. So we're on the radar to hopefully help with some development in that area to get it a little bit better again. So
do you have anything before we wrap up? Do you have any like events or anything that you want to plug that is coming up that you would like people to participate in other than coming and getting their foot lasered and trying on some shoes?
Yeah, obviously we're open 10 to 6 through the week and 10 to 4 on Saturday. At the end of March we're gonna have a sale at the end of March, and we're gonna do a fun run in conjunction with the brew run on Friday night. I think it's like March 26th. Got to count. And then the next Saturday morning, we're going to do a hangover run. So we have vendors lined up that are going to come. So
cool.
You know, Asics is going to bring shoes that you can go try that shoe out and stuff like that. And they usually have some nice swag stuff too.
Oh, they are sending someone.
Oh yeah, there'll be a tech. There'll be a tech person there. So I think I got about 5 vendors lined up, and we'll do that at the end of March, and then the big run in June is coming up before you know it.
Yeah.
So it's a free 5K that you can sign up for, and you can buy a T-shirt and a medal if you want to do that whole thing.
That's nice.
We usually get a couple hundred people that sign up for that and have a big parking lot party. It's at 6 p.m. on June 3rd.
And you put these
I got
on
these dates. Yeah, I'm an event planner as much as I am a business owner.
Gotcha. It's part of the
And
deal.
it's always been, I've always...
Well, I'll make sure whenever this gets aired, we'll make sure your dates were correct and we'll throw them up here too.
Yeah.
Is it something that people get online and sign up for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have so we got a process whenever we build it on Run Sign Up because that's a link that a lot of people go to and I'll pop up local events.
Okay.
And then we build it on our website and then we build a Facebook event and then you sign up for it on Run Sign Up even though it might be free.
Okay.
So that's typically how it goes. So we got a couple of different avenues for people to find out about it. It's kind of a niche-y. Like if you don't run, you might not know about the stuff. But
anybody can come run in these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do a walk section of it too.
Okay.
So like
Right.
if you just want
come
to
move around,
group the people,
come move for a couple hours.
yeah, walk
Yeah.
down to Brewworks, have a drink, come back.
Yeah.
And, it's about getting people outside moving.
Yeah,
So
that's cool. Well, dude, you've lived it. I mean, you're
I'm
obviously
still
yeah. I think that's it. You're not just saying, hey, here's what I think you should do. You're going, no, it works. Makes you feel better. You look good. I mean, you don't look like you're old as shit. Like
I feel like it sometimes.
No, but I'm just saying. I mean, you have stayed moving, and it works.
Yeah,
obviously.
I've had really good people to bounce ideas off of and share ideas and learn things off of, and I'm always trying to learn. So
Yeah,
it's good.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. What the next chapter is. I guess it's to see what the heck the kids end up doing with their lives. And
so they do all kinds of studies, and the younger group is getting more and more active in running. Like there's a big push in that 20-year-old group. Like their registrations for half marathons and stuff are like through the roof.
All right.
They are being active.
Okay. You're chasing them hard bodies they
out.
see on Instagram, man. You got to get in shape.
So there is hope.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. And like there's this whole cross-country championships and track stuff that's like blowing up right now. So there's interest in that. So it's cool.
Right. Well, and as much as it's like, man, people do need to move, there's also, it's not a high percentage, but there's a fitness craze that stays going on. You know what I mean?
hope.
Yeah.
This is cool you do this. I've watched several of them, and you've had great people on, and it's kind of cool that you take the time to do this and put these together.
Well, it's kind of intentionally unscripted just to go, I'm going to want to know what I want to know when
We didn't
talk.
hit all the things on the list.
Damn it.
No, I'm just kidding. That's good.
But no, well, yeah. Well, congratulations on success, man. I mean, it is success, even if it don't always feel like it.
It doesn't feel like I'm there yet. I'm always still.
You're 2 for 2 on the kids that are out of the house.
Yeah, I've done good on that so far.
You like your job.
I think my wife likes me some days.
Your wife hasn't kicked you out yet.
So we're doing all right.
No, but good. I mean, that's what it's kind of all about, man. You sit back and go, how's this going to work out? And it does. You know, you got to bust your ass sometimes to do it. That's the takeaway, right? That I try to get to on everyone that is in a point of like success. Is it's like if you could give someone the shortcut, it is what? And it's like there's not one. It just has to suck before it don't.
There's a podcast I listen to a lot. How I Built This with Guy Raz, and at the end he asks, "Is it luck or hard work?"
Right.
And I think that's a great question.
You create luck
with
hard work, correct? Is that where you're at?
It's all over the place,
Yeah,
but I think you got to put yourself in a position whenever
absolutely
luck comes along that you've done the hard work to make it happen.
Yeah, I've
It's a
even
deep
been
question,
big.
isn't
It is. It's a great one. Well, so I have a thing where it's like I know people who are heavily religious. I like God. I like God.
He's cool.
I like God, man. He's my homie. No, but you know what I mean. I have faith, and I believe in God and all that stuff. But the people who are really big on prayer which I also pray, but it's like you don't get it confused. Like, get off your knees and move. That you don't
Gonna help do something.
Yes.
With this.
Yeah.
Make it happen too.
Yeah. There you go. It's like, I don't know what I don't know what part you're interpreting as what, but you can stop checking your bank balance and praying and then checking your bank balance. It doesn't work like that. Yeah. There's no, either way. It's just, it is amazing. But dude, it was really good to catch up, man.
Yeah. We'll do it another, 25 years?
Yeah.
Or so?
I'll catch you in 25 years. Talk about the great grandkids.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for having me.
No, but Fleet Feet, everyone, get your, dude.
All the shoes.
They're the people. You don't have to be a runner, but you should be a walker, if nothing else. Go and check this guy out. They got all kinds of stuff in there. All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Kyle May, appreciate you. Thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Beyond Business. Till next time, be kind to each other. Thanks.
Quick shout out to our partners, W Energy, clean energy, no crash. Use code BeyondBiz at w.gg for 10% off. Oakwood Screen Printing, custom apparel done right from small runs to big orders. And Midwest Lightning Rods, protecting homes and businesses from lightning strikes across the Midwest. Now let's go.
Yo, we on business. Yo, we out here hitting that grind. Podcast vibes, letting loose, unwind. Next on the mic, yeah, he flexing with pride. Meeting dope souls, taking you on the ride. Talking about life, not just that paper. Doing it big, ain't no time for a hater. People yap behind his back, but we rise like the sun. Gather around, fam, we just having some fun. Beyond business, it's a vibe, feel that thrill, getting intimate. May even get your heart filled. Meeting the legends, those raw and real. Digging deep thoughts, show you how to feel. From the block to the boardroom, we making that move. Beyond business, baby, yeah, we got the groove. Shout out to the hustlers, the real street thugs. We all eat together, no need for the drugs. Yeah, you blessed with the gift, determined to thrive. Nick's breaking it down, keeping that fire alive. Let's go deep like the ocean, no bluff. Beyond business, baby, we can't get enough.